He had always carried a quiet kind of strength, gentle, kind, and endlessly considerate. He never felt the need to dominate a conversation. Instead, his words lingered long after they were spoken, settling deep in the heart. When our paths first crossed, it was his calm presence and unwavering loyalty that drew me in. He didn't chase wealth, status, or attention. Yet, in his company, I felt wrapped in safety, seen with understanding, and surrounded by genuine affection. We built our life slowly, deliberately, weaving our dreams together as two people deeply in love often do. In the beginning, it all felt untouched, pure, whole, and unbreakable. But over time, something in me began to shift. I can't say for certain whether it was the monotony of our routines or the quiet predictability of our love. Maybe I simply grew used to the way he always showed up for me, until I stopped seeing it for the rare gift it truly was. What once felt precious began to fade into the background. I started craving intensity over peace, chasing fire instead of warmth. In my foolishness, I convinced myself I could have both. Keep the steady, solid love I had, while seeking the spark I thought I was missing. There was someone at work, confident, charming, a little reckless in a way that felt intoxicating. He noticed me in ways I hadn't felt noticed in years, awakening a part of me that had been buried beneath repetition. His words carried a boldness, a daring edge, so unlike the gentle honesty my husband always gave. His teasing, his wit, it stirred something restless inside me. It began harmlessly enough. Longer conversations, shared jokes in the office, light-hearted flirting I told myself was meaningless. Until it wasn't. I crossed a line I had no right to cross. At first, I told myself it was minor, a mistake I could bury and forget. Just a moment of weakness, I thought. Something I could pretend never happened. What I didn't realize was that even a single act of betrayal can splinter the very foundation of trust. The guilt didn't strike all at once. It crept in slowly, seeping into the corners of my mind until it consumed me entirely. When I finally found the courage to confess, I braced for anger, for yelling, accusations, slammed doors. I expected him to leave or shut down completely. But he didn't. He just sat there, perfectly still, staring at the floor. The silence between us grew thick, heavy, almost unbearable. Then his shoulders began to tremble. He didn't shout. He cried. Quietly. Deeply. The kind of tears that make no sound but still tear you apart.
I had never seen him like that.
He had always been the stable one, my rock, my anchor. Watching him crumble because of me broke something inside that I still can't name. He didn't demand explanations or hurl accusations. He asked just one question, his voice so soft I almost didn't hear it. Was I not enough for you? And I couldn't answer, because the truth was as cruel as it was simple. He had always been more than enough. I was the one who destroyed us. That night, he moved into the spare room. And from that moment on, an invisible wall rose between us, solid and unshakable. No apology, no tears, no desperate attempts to mend what I had broken could reach him. I wrote him letters in my own hand. I left flowers. I begged for forgiveness. But some wounds can't be closed with gestures. Trust doesn't return simply because you wish for it. He still brought me coffee every morning, still fed our cat, still took out the trash. But the love was gone. What remained was a hollow routine in a house that no longer felt like home. I could feel the distance between us growing wider each day. He wasn't just grieving my betrayal. He was mourning the life we had built, the bond we had lost, the version of us that would never come back. I had no right to rush his grief. Weeks turned into months. He still wore his wedding ring, but not out of hope. It stayed on his finger as a memory, a symbol of what used to be. I watched him fade. His eyes dulled, his voice grew quieter, his laughter disappeared entirely. And I had to accept the truth. I was the reason. Eventually, he told me he needed space. He packed a small bag and said he was going to stay with his brother. He didn't say he'd return. He didn't make promises. He just looked at me one last time, tears glistening in his eyes, and said, I loved you more than you'll ever understand. Then he walked out the door. I stood frozen in the silence, crushed beneath the weight of what I'd done. I had shattered the heart of the man who had loved me most, and nothing, not even the depths of my sorrow, could undo it. Now the house feels like a museum of our life. His coat still hangs where he left it. His toothbrush sits untouched. I haven't moved a thing, as if preserving these small pieces might somehow bring him back. But they won't. That time is gone. Only now do I see clearly. The excitement I chased was fleeting. The passion I thought I wanted burned out as quickly as it began. What I gave up, true, steady, unwavering love, was a rare gift I may never know again. When love like that finds you, you protect it. You don't throw it away for something that dazzles for a moment and then disappears. I destroyed something sacred, and now I live with that truth. He didn't deserve the pain I caused, the betrayal, the heartbreak, the image of his world collapsing at the hands of the woman he trusted most. He carried that burden because of me. And now, I carry the guilt every single day.